This video is talking about the possibility of having Frenkie de Jong as a defensive midfielder. Okay, first of all, I'm going to say that this idea comes to my mind because yesterday I saw this on Twitter, the trending topic. I saw Busquets en el banquillo, which means Busquets on the bench. And for sure, I'm not gonna doubt about Busquets, about level. I always said that Busquets for me is the best in his position of the history of football. Maybe you can discuss, but for me, it's not. There's no debate. And yes, but it's a special player that only can play in style of Barca. Yeah, I can understand that. But for me, it's the best that I saw, and for my father, and my grandfather. So, and right now, I'm gonna start to as many of you know that Frenkie de Jong is my favorite player, but I'm totally objective when I talk about Barca, and for me the club. And when I talk about the possibility of having Frenkie de Jong as a defensive midfielder, I only can think in the in a way that if we have Pedri and Gavi and de Jong, that center midfield is not strong or had not the much experience to go well. Like in the first matches, it could be so hard. It could be to start to, I don't know, to listen so many criticisms without any sense. And just I want to put some points to understand my decision or my thought to put Frenkie de Jong as a 5, as a defensive midfielder. And I would say that if he starts to play there, we have to motivate him, we have to trust in him, we have to support all the support to him, especially him, because he seems to be a little bit sensitive right now. And he's not in a I don't know, because he's not in a dynamic, because he just really, I don't know, really normal matches to be him. And just we have to, I don't know, we have to motivate him. And just because it's the player that I think is nearest to, he's near, yeah, I think it's the more, it could be the only player that can play there, because we started to think about Pedri is not. Pedri is good at center midfielder. Ricky Puig the same, Gabi the same, and people who say Nico, maybe it's a little bit, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit strange to say, but for me, Nico is not. It could be not a great 5, great defensive midfielder because of his lack of concentration when we are defending. But it happened the same with all the young players with experience, yeah. But he also has to improve a lot of things. I think first of all he has to prove in the center midfield that he is great, and after. He will try little by little to go to the other position. And for me, Frenkie de Jong, why I say Frenkie de Jong, because for me, Frenkie de Jong, he demonstrated in a 4-2-3-1. I think, 4-2-3-1, yes. And at Ajax of Ten Hag, that again, with Sean in a double defensive midfield, they were an unbelievable couple to have the, I don't know, to just have a good move the ball from the goalkeeper to the attack, and for me it's something great. And we need a lot of passion. Again, for me, I would have a lot of passion with every player in the Barca. Depends on their actions. And what I mean when I say actions, for example, Umtiti, I was a little bit tight. But when he renews with a reduced salary, it was like, now Umtiti, like, okay, you have one life more, like a cat. You have 7, you have now one life more. But okay, and that's it. And facts. Again, with Frenkie de Jong, for me, I totally believe in him, because he's again, tried me to say another great center midfielder since in the market, or is in another club. I mean, we have de Jong, and probably you would say Kimmich, but he had recent renewal with Bayer. I don't know, we had a lot of players there that it would be interesting to have, but they renewal, or they are so expensive to, and for me, we have to, for sure, we have to believe in Frenkie de Jong. That's my bet. I don't know, probably Xavi don't seem him as a 5, but if I had to find an alternative right now to Busquets, for me it would be Frenkie de Jong. And after seeing an interesting player, Denis Zakaria, the Switzerland player from that is playing right now in Borussia Mönchengladbach, that I totally think him because he ends his contract this summer, and I don't know. For me, it's really interesting. By the way, we have to think right now in the situation right now. For me, I would bet for De Jong in that position. Yeah, little by little, you know. Also, De Jong is not the best at defending. Also, De Jong is not the best at having that vision. But for me, he could be the best. Yeah, I would bet for him. You know. Yeah, and that's the point. So we can't do a lot of combination because we have, for example, Frenkie de Jong and Busquets, and we could have Gavi, Pedri, Puig, Nico as center midfielders, of course, and that's it. I mean, that's it. Probably I'm forget. You have Álvaro Sanz, but okay, I think he's playing now for Barca B, for second team of Barca. I don't know if he will stay, but you have now that midfield, you know, like, yeah. And I don't know what more. I don't know. And that's it. So I totally believe in Frenkie de Jong as a defensive midfielder. And okay, maybe I'm wrong, because the lack of concentration on defending when he has to go down just to help defending the left back or the right back. But I'm totally sure that when we are attacking and just open the center backs and he goes to the center and just ask for the ball and just wants the ball and just take that and just his vision. I mean, we have to believe in him. Really, again. And I'm not gonna contribute that people is criticizing De Jong because I totally believe in him, and that's it. So that was all. That's my point of view of Frenkie de Jong, of the alternative to Busquets. Yes, that was the main name. So to tell the people that keep calm with Frenkie de Jong, please keep calm. If we start to say that we would sell to him for 14 or for 15, really, it's not worth it. Really, it's not. That's it. So see you in the next one. That was my opinion about the alternative to have to distribute some minutes for Busquets, because he is playing everything, and with that age is very dangerous. And because of an injury, another injured. We had a lot of injuries, and we are little by little recovering. Just focus on being in the top 4 position. So that was all. Thank you. See you in the next one.